Good morning, everyone. Happy day. I have something to share with you today that can be the one thing that might help you through any illness or toxic condition. The one thing that I attribute to my body still being around here on the planet through all the things that I've been through, which are numerous. 20 years of full-blown AIDS, cancer, and many different accidents and illnesses that arose around those things, and infections, so on and so forth. All right, if there's one thing that you can do in your power that your doctor will not tell you to do in most cases, although some of that's changing right now, it is helping your body cleanse daily so that it can heal itself. What happens when you're losing a lot of weight, when fat molecules are dissolving in your body, a lot of stored up toxins are released into the bloodstream that were stored in the brown and yellow fat. So when you lose weight because of an illness or because of a diet, because of treatment for the illness, sometimes that causes you to lose weight. All the toxins that you've been storing in your body that took you decades to build up get released into the bloodstream and make you sick again. That can cause what's known as a healing crisis, when people detoxify too quickly, or that they cannot get rid of the toxins that overwhelm their liver, that cannot clean out the blood fast enough to remove them. So this one thing that I do is called green water. And yes, you can go out, you can buy blue-green algae, and you can go and have wheatgrass made fresh and drink that. It's too strong. It'll send your body into more of a toxic healing crisis, or even cause you to have diarrhea and vomiting and stuff like that. You need something more gentle, that's fresh, that you make at home every day. And here is how my homeopathy doctor in New York City during the AIDS crisis helped us stay alive while we were daily detoxifying from the ravages of the various illnesses that come to you when you have no immune system. And this helps your body to be able to function properly and to be able to fight with whatever parts of the immune system are still intact. Hence, it's why I'm here today, having lived with what they called zero T cells, zero immune system for a number of years, watching everybody else with higher T cell readings in their blood tests drop dead around me from various diseases, while I managed to get through it without succumbing to the diseases. Until at one point there was something that was viral that had to be dealt with in a hospital. And then the wisdom always comes to know when that needs to be done as well. So we don't throw out Western medicine just because we're doing Eastern medicine, acupuncture, homeopathy, chelation therapy. All these can work in conjunction with Western medicine if you have doctors that are willing to communicate and to do that. So and that's one of the things I would also attribute to surviving, were the heavy doses of vitamin C buffered with B drips that I did intravenously twice a week. You're talking about 75,000 milligrams or 50,000 milligrams twice a week, dripping in an IV bag for over an hour into my arm, and hauling those around with me as I engaged in trying to do, concerts and performances and music in different parts of the world. And it's therefore learning how to actually stick my arm with the catheter, with the needle, and to insert the IVs and do it myself one-handed, so I could travel. Otherwise, I stayed in New York and they did it for me at the clinic. Anyway, so let's get back to the green water. You make it at home. Green water is a combination of 3 different greens. You can change them up every day. You can get the carrot tops for free sometimes in a local market. What you want to do is switch out your greens every day. You can use parsley, carrot tops. I like the bags of mixed greens. There you already have a mixture. It makes it easy. Try to buy organic if you can. Try to get the bags that have baby kale and baby spinach and things like that. Now you can overdose. You can cause an overdose on spinach, so you don't want to go totally spinach all the time. That can cause some other problems. And that's why they recommend 3 different greens and that you change them up every day so that you don't end up doing too much of something. If you were to do too much of buckwheat greens, for instance, from baby buckwheat sprouts, you would have, it's called fireweed. You'd become very sensitive to hot and cold and very sensitive to touch. It would feel like you're burning when somebody touches you. That's why the Indians called it fireweed. So too much of anything is not a good thing. So that's why we have moderation by using 3 different kinds of greens. Like I said, the mixed bags of salad, you get one that's kind of a lighter blend of baby greens and another one that's heavier with the kale baby greens. Anyway, get organic if you can. You fill up a blender with them lightly. They don't have to be packed in there. Just fill up a blender with a few handfuls of the greens and bring the water level up and blend it. You don't want to blend it so long that there's no particles, because we're trying to get the green color, the chlorophyll out of it, and the particles or the roughage in a screen that we'll filter it through. To get one of those round screens that you use for cleaning rice, and after you've blended it for like 15 seconds, you don't want any large pieces. You just want to blend it till it's all blended. You might have to shake it around, blend it a few more seconds. Then you have your mixture of the water and the greens. Use distilled water. And they have that called purified water at Publix, because they don't sell distilled. You can get purified water is the same as the distilled. It says so in the small writing on it. Use this in place of distilled water. Distilled water because we don't want extra minerals. We don't want to put extra things in our body. And so we blend it in the blender with distilled water and then pour it through a screen, a food screen that you clean rice with and such, so on and so forth, into a big jar. You want to fill up like a mason jar. The large size canning jars. Make that size every day. That way you'll have enough. Because in between meals, you want to drink 1 cup of it. So 1 cup in between breakfast and lunch, 1 cup in between lunch and dinner, on an empty stomach. This only works if you do it on an empty stomach. Then you feel the sensation. It will pull out the toxins from your blood. It might stimulate a bowel movement. You definitely have to go number 1, and it will refreshen you. It'll make your mouth smell better. It'll clean out your stomach and your intestines and your colon. You'll feel a lot better, and it'll make a clean environment there for which your body to work and continue to remove toxins from treatment or illness, or a lifetime of eating a lot of crap. Okay, many of us have done that. So that's where the fat cells are storing the toxins from all those years. And as the fat starts to burn or be used because of illness or treatment or diet, the toxins overload the body, and this green water will help you remove, free radicals, radiation, poisoning, anything like that. Helps you clean it out. Now you'll walk around, you'll need to cool it, make sure it's cold and put it in a cooling bag or whatever, and you'll need to take it with you when you go places. And people might comment when they see this green water that you're putting in the refrigerator if you go to visit their house for Thanksgiving or whatever. Oh, what is that? What is that? And you can explain it to them. It helps your digestion, or helps you clean your body out. What happened after years of people asking me, why you walk around with this green water? Ooh, I wouldn't drink anything that's green. Ooh, I wouldn't eat anything that's green. I'm like, excuse me, the whole planet's green. All the plants are green. A hint, there's a hint here. I think the creator designed us to eat a lot of green stuff and to use a lot of green things. It's your most balancing center chakra color. It's the most prevalent color of edible things on the earth. So get over the green color and stop saying, oh, I would never eat that, because one day you might get diagnosed with cancer. And now the cancer places are actually telling you to do this. Some of them. Depends what doctor you get. But that's what happened to my friend in Philadelphia. You know, they were always commenting, "Oh, what's that for?" And you know, like, "Are you sure it's safe for you to swim in my swimming pool?" And you know, well, 10 years later, while she was under breast cancer treatment, they had her making green water, and all of a sudden she's like, "You were ahead of your time." No, I had a holistic doctor. This knowledge has been around for centuries. People that were in tune with the earth. Almost every plant here is some kind of a medicine and has a lot of euphoric qualities in all of it, and different combinations of it will bring those euphoric qualities out. They're all available for us to plant in our own yards and to use as we wish, as part of our health and well-being. So that's it today. I just wanted to leave you with that one technique, that one thing that can help your body heal, and that I would attribute to helping me through the worst nausea of toxic syndrome, toxic body, toxic treatment. I lived in a very toxic place when I was going through these illnesses, so I needed all this super clean stuff. And maybe I wasn't at that time going through cancer until later, but at that time I also lived in Manhattan, where it's like smoking 13, a pack of cigarettes or two a day just by breathing the 13% oxygen air that they have down in the subway, and other fumes coming in off the street right into your apartment from all the traffic, and the soot spewing chimneys with all the coal burning that still goes on in the boilers there. Big black kind of a cloud around the whole city. Not cloud, but you can see the black from an airplane that hovers around the whole city. Makes for beautiful sunsets. You don't really see it when you're in it, but sometimes you do. You have to slice the air just to walk through it. There's such a thick air there at times. So we get a lot of toxins in our environment and in our food and in our Western medical treatments. And this will help you. I guarantee it. So have fun, make your green water. It'll keep for a day. If you didn't eat it all in one day, you could actually do an extra one between dinner and breakfast. You wake up in the night, or you could use it for a day and a half. I would recommend making a fresh one every day and just gearing yourself to making the right amount. You'll see how much you need to get 2 whole cups. You could go a little over if you want. Just gauge how your body feels and how it reacts, because you don't want to cause yourself always constant diarrhea by having too much. If you're taking massive doses of vitamin C, that can also cause diarrhea, which is why we did them intravenously. It won't do it if it's intravenous, but if you're taking them orally, when you reach the level of diarrhea, that's when you need to back off your dose. Happy day, everybody. Love you. I'm not a doctor dispensing health advice. I'm a person with experience with illness and various treatments, just sharing what I have learned. Love you. Peace.